Ooh, excuse me. Okay, let's just go. It is Wednesday, the 5th of April. April 5th. Birthdays and stuff in this month. It's just popped in my head. I don't know whose it is. Probably someone's. How y'all doing? Okay, so update on my music projects. I got the photo shoot done yesterday. Got the cover for the CD project with Blake and Cubby done, and then forgot to do the graphics for the CD itself. So, my friend Aaron, who I'm going to review his latest recording, is the wizard. He is Omaha's tech wizard. I'm sure there's quite a few, but he's the one that I know, and he's a good friend, and I love him very much. And I want to review his latest release, Glow in the Dark Teenline Neurotica. But I want to say online, on camera, how much I appreciate Aaron Gum, his friendship, his knowledge, and his heart. Aaron does incredible work for me, and I can't, he won't charge me. It humbles me. It humbles me. Because I recognize that as it's an act of love. We have a pretty deep connection, almost familial. So I hope if you see this, Aaron, and you turn a little bit red, I hope so, because I really appreciate you. And I personally don't think that a lot of people around you really see the real you and really appreciate you. I don't know that, but it seems like that. I think people take you for granted. And I don't, Aaron. I really appreciate you. The other thing I want to say is this is much better than I anticipated. Now, I've already heard Glow in the Dark, and I saw the first single off of this. There's a video for it, Digital Lust. And I thought, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. To me, it was kind of retro electro to me. The patches on that song kept making me think of the band Berlin, even though they don't sound like Berlin. It's the patch that kept bringing that song, Take My Breath Away, to mind. But this is really good electro stomping. There's a lot I'd like to say. I don't know how much I can get out. I need to share with you that this is the band where recently I talked about Omaha. We lost a local musician who took his own life. Lawrence Deal, primarily a singer. This was one of his bands. It was the duo. Aaron Gum and Lawrence Deal were Glow in the Dark. Aaron had a good voice. He did. It was the sort of voice that he knew how to use. So, look at this packaging. It's a double CD. Look at this. That's just wild. This is really good. So what I'm saying is that he could personify different aspects through his voice, which is pretty good. I want to be honest that because Lawrence is gone because of the suicide, I thought to myself, oh, it's 11 o'clock and the sirens going. You may hear them in the background, first of the month. I thought to myself, let me see if I can find any hints to Lawrence's mind frame that led to his suicide. Are there any hints on the album? Yes, there are, but most people won't catch it. But I'm just going to say it because of my background and because of the way that I tend to think about things and analyze things. I hear it, particularly on the second album, Neurotica. Teenline, the other thing is, this is brilliant, that Aaron and Lawrence created two distinct sounds for the album. The Teenline, is somewhere between, to me, it's not Pet Shop Boys. See, there's probably some more contemporary electronic pop acts that I could reference that I don't know. But the second album, Neurotica, is a little bit more like Nine Inch Nails, sort of. Now, when I was talking to Aaron about this, he referenced Nirvana's In Utero. But I don't have that album, and I've never gotten real familiar with it, so I don't know that. I'll tell you this much. I love Aaron's electronics. He's the guy with the huge synthesizer bank collection that we did a collaboration. It's online. He knows how to use that shit for real. And the timbres and the patches that he uses are very interesting. And I can listen to this just to listen to what the music is doing alone. But I think that a lot of you people, seriously, a lot of you folks will like this album, Glow in the Dark. He finally put it up on Bandcamp last night. I encouraged him to do so. So you can have a copy of this, okay? You can own this. This is really well done. Obviously, I'll leave the link to his Bandcamp page, but that's my dude Aaron. I have a lot of love and respect for him. And I don't mind being so public about it. Had a funny little incident while doing the photo shoot. We did some shots outside next to Aaron's house, and his neighbors have these trees, and so we decided to stand in front of those trees. And this lady comes over and said, "Who are you? And you own this?" And we were just barely off of Aaron's property. There's no fence. And she said, this woman just comes over. There's two sides to it. That she's a concerned citizen, so she asks about us. She says, "I'm watching my neighbor's house. I just want to know who you are." And then she had to say, "You guys look like thugs." And it's like, we laughed. I led the laughter because I'm just so used to this, and I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying it like it is. This typical small town, small-minded mentality that you encounter here in the Midwest. For example, people who really don't know anything outside of their little lane. And just come out and pronounce, "You look like thugs. You look like..." Take a closer look. I don't want to use the word. I'm going to say, take a closer look, woman. We're doing a photo shoot for an album cover. That's some of that typical bullshit that I deal with here in Nebraska that I'm talking about, that some people say, "What's he talking about?" That's what I'm talking about. Small-minded bullshit. That's my rant for today. Sakamoto still. I'll tell you what, this grieving process is very, very interesting because Sakamoto has uncovered another layer of grief for me. He, as an artist, and his level, his standard of quality and vision has been central to my orientation to music for a long time now. And his passing, coupled with the fact that Takahashi is gone, huge hole in my life. And just be honest about it, okay? Wow, they're gone. Irreplaceable. So I hadn't played this forever. Listened to this last night almost all the way through. Casa by the Morelenbaums with Sakamoto. Jacques Morelenbaum and his wife. Is that his wife? Paula Morelenbaum. This is the Brazilian thing, and it's just so gorgeous. So beautiful. So touching. So warm. So human. Freaking fantastic. Yeah, Sakamoto is a staple in my diet. I also listened to this. Again, I just bought this recently. Exception. Wouldn't mind seeing this. It's animation. I like animation, but this soundtrack is... Oh. He just knows how to take you there. He gets to the... He seems to be able to get to the kernel of what it is that it needs to be expressed. It's amazing. And he said it in interviews. He did not necessarily like doing soundtracks because they're so hard. He was really good at it. Something else I listened to, mostly side one yesterday, in regards to the events of yesterday. Again, I could talk and I don't want to stir up any bullshit over here, you know. These are sad times. So I listened to this, Back to the World by Curtis Mayfield. Future Shock, in particular, the song Future Shock. He's made this record back in 70-something, and every damn thing he said on there is still true. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. When I listen to it and think about what he's saying, there has been no progress, especially politically in this country and this world. No progress. Straight down the shitter, because everybody that's got game is gaming. Don't give a shit about the land, the people, the future. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Pisses me off. Yeah, it does. This is killer. One of the best mainstream albums to come out, to my ears, that I've heard in a long time. There's a lot of mainstream shit I haven't heard because, I'm not even interested. The jam on this, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again because after really getting into this album, People Are Good is the track. And I kind of doubt that it'll be made a single, but it ought to be. I love the words because it's saying exactly what I'm saying, which is we're just in a real fucked up state. We want to think that we're good, but we keep showing our asses. We keep doing the wrong thing. People are good. I love it. I love it. Someone shared with me that they recently saw Depeche Mode in concert. I bet it was good. I bet it was good. So I'll try to wrap my thoughts here because I have a lot on my mind. I guess I'm really realizing that a lot of people are really struggling. A lot of people really are not doing very well, financially and mentally. And it's frustrating because there's enough to go around, and it's just never going to be that way. So it frustrates me to see people I know suffering, and there's not much I can do about it, if anything, except express this. And that ain't helping nobody, is it? I just have to say it so I don't go crazy. Which is why I say some of the things I do on Facebook. If you follow me, you'll see the latest things I said. Let me share them before I go, because I actually blocked and dropped someone out of my friends list that I've been keeping on for a long time, and it really became obvious to me that this person, by what they said, and I've been very, very tolerant of this person, they're on the wrong side. To actually defend, to actually try to defend corporate greed, to me, your ass is out of here. And that is it. There's enough for everyone. And here's someone saying, there's only so much to go around. Someone has to lose. And I'm just putting it here. There is enough for everyone. There is. And that's what pisses me off of that. I can see it, There is enough. But it's not going to be that way. So here's what I said, two of my comments. Just sharing my thoughts. I publicly lament, for the sake of my own sanity, how frustrating it is to live in a world where the focus is on having more, and more, and how this creates so much unnecessary suffering. Okay? That's real clear to me. Here's the other thing that I said, and I got some very interesting comments on this one. I always keep in mind that each person is operating from their individual sense of what reality is. It keeps me from having unrealistic expectations about people. We are always doing our own agenda. It's an illusion to think that others are really there for you. Just saying. There's a lot of truth in that. People don't like that. And I got some blowback. People don't like hearing the idea that people really aren't there for you. If they're there for you, it's for their reasons, not yours. And I had a person that I used to be close to chime in, who I haven't heard from in a while, say some stupid shit. You can read it if you're my friend. And I just let him know. People don't know shit. And that includes me and you. Because he's trying to come off like he actually did the exact thing that I said people do, which is he comes off saying something all high and mighty like he's got it figured out. Motherfucker, you ain't got shit figured out, and neither do I. I'm just telling you what I see and what I feel and what I've experienced. That's simple. Okay? Is that enough? Probably. Okay, folks. Well, take care, y'all.